What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Whisper, aka the guy in the hat. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm a bit under the weather in this video. I do not feel good at all, but I cannot stop recording these videos for you guys. I mean, I really appreciate it. We're up to 28 subscribers. One of my TikToks just reached one of my YouTube shorts just reached over 1,000 views. I really appreciate it, guys. We're growing more and more every week. Thank you so much. I'm going to easily reach my 50 subscribers mark probably by the end of next month. So please keep up the great work, guys. Today we're going to be reacting to another death battle. It's going to be Cole McGrath versus Alex Mercer. So I have no idea who either of these guys are, to be completely honest. Oh god, it's going to be Bill Cipher in Discord all over again. But honestly, I guess if I have to root for one, I'll go with Cole McGrath, just because I have a brother named Cole, oddly enough. So I'm rooting for you, Cole. Without further ado, I'll keep this intro short, guys, because again, I feel lousy today. Like, comment, subscribe for more videos just like this one. And without further ado, let's hop straight into it.
Cole McGrath, the patron saint of Infamous.
Alex Mercer, the Blacklight Virus prototype from Prototype. That's right, champions. You voted for it, so we're finally doing it. Long after these characters were ever relevant. Oh, hey!
I still have no idea who either of them are.
Script we wrote for this very matchup way back in 2013.
Wait, we haven't emptied our trash in 10 years?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Is it just me, or was Miley Cyrus way better back when she was on Hannah Montana? I don't know why, but I just feel like she's so over the top nowadays. I know she recently did that I can buy myself flowers video and everything, and that put her back in the spotlight and everything like that. But again, I still feel like the whole video was a bit over the top. That's just me personally. Let me know down in the comments if you agree, but that's just how I feel.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. With great power comes great responsibility. Tobey Maguire's not the only superhero who's had to learn that lesson.
Cole McGrath was
Spider-Man was the first superhero movie I ever watched.
Empire City, until one day he opened a package that exploded in his face.
This was the Ray Sphere, a device that, upon erupting, destroyed much of the city and tore through Cole at the atomic level,
killing him instantly. Nah, actually, he scooped up some superpowers. Cool.
Sounds about right.
Superpowers.
More specifically, Cole became a conduit, one of many beings who were granted supernatural abilities from the Ray Sphere explosion.
Which also turned Empire City into a godforsaken hellscape. This world needed a hero, or at least an anti-hero, who could clean up the mess he sorta technically made.
Cole put his powers to the test, battling rogue superpowered conduits, including the mastermind behind the blast, Kessler.
Let's be real, none of Cole's powers are as sick nasty as his parkour skills, but his ability to manipulate electricity is pretty sweet too.
Cole controls electromagnetic energy. Not only can he generate a smorgasbord of powerful lightning attacks, he can also manipulate thermal, kinetic, and gravitational energies. Electromagnetism is pretty broad after all. This includes his radar pulse, which detects the bioelectricity inside organisms even if they're hidden or transformed.
And for good measure, he
so he's
got
like
to
Static
add some
Shock.
ice powers to his kit. He can throw ice grenades, shoot ice spikes, and let out some epic ice farts.
He can
So he's
levitate like
Sub-Zero?
Electric Iron Man, grind on rails like Shadow the Hedgehog, read your mind like Goku's Muffin Button, charge up with extra karmic energy, also like Shadow the Hedgehog, and generate force fields like
Shadow the Hedgehog.
But these aren't just force fields. They literally convert any matter they touch.
I didn't even know
into
Shadow
energy
could
that
generate
Cole
force
absorbs.
fields.
That's insane.
How's that?
Are you familiar with a little equation called E equals MC squared?
Yep.
No.
Oh, well, it defines the mathematical relationship between matter and energy, essentially how much energy any given mass contains.
Okay, the largest mass object Cole absorbs is a 343-gram helicopter chain gun round.
Perfectly converting matter to energy is technically impossible, but hey, this is a video game. The mass contained in that bullet, when multiplied by the speed of light squared, would release an energy equivalent to over 7 megatons of TNT. This means Cole's energy output is basically fueled by a nuclear reactor.
Oh, so he's like a
Makes
living
sense.
super bomb, always ready to go off. Sounds like my first ex-wife.
Should he somehow run low on energy, he can drain it from nearby appliances to recharge. He's even learned to drain the bioelectricity from people, like this. Yikes.
Cole can focus his electricity through his amp, a giant tuning fork which lets him ring around the rosy.
Actually, low-key really like
Or he
that.
can just make lightsabers out of his hands. That's cool too. And because he follows Pokemon rules, Cole's extra resistant to electric attacks.
With these powers,
Yeah, he
Cole
probably
chewed
should be
through
at this
Kessler's
point.
forces, including Sasha, whose black tar powers could infect and control minds.
And he eventually faced down that son of a bitch himself and pwned his ass, despite Kessler having his exact same powers. Coincidence?
Turns
How
out
could that
the
even work?
Detective Cole's misery was himself from an alternate future timeline, manipulating events from the shadows to ensure this version of Cole became a better hero than Kessler ever was.
Yeah, you see, Cole's superpowers are molded through his actions, increasing in power and utility based on how good or evil he acts. Naturally, as a good person, Cole shaped his powers to be more focused to target the bad guys. That's pussy shit! Evil Cole is way more awesome sus! He blows everything up!
I'm more
Go down,
chaotic
damn it.
neutral myself.
Who cares? He can control fire! Well, that just happened. Who wrote this shit?
The point is, Kessler's whole plan was meant to prevent the apocalypse, which would appear in the form of the Beast, a conduit of unimaginable power.
Cole is strong enough to create massive thunderstorms, fast enough to route electricity moving at 90% the speed of light, and maybe thanks to Kessler, tough enough to take on the Beast.
Which possessed the power of the Ray Sphere itself. It could regenerate at an atomic level and eradicate all of Empire City in a single attack. Fortunately, after a grueling battle, Cole defeated the Beast once and for all.
Though ultimately, it wasn't Cole's power that made him a hero.
In order to stop a plague created by the Ray Sphere, Cole sacrificed his life, eradicating the conduit genes and saving all of humanity.
Sure, he also killed thousands of conduits
So he
in the
came through
process.
where it really
Hey,
mattered.
What's a few corpses when building a better tomorrow? This trolley stops for no one.
Cole was remembered as a
Yeah,
saint
he's
by
still the good guy, right?
as a hero by the friends he left behind, and an inspiration to future generations. A true testament to the responsibility of power.
I like Cole
This
McGrath,
episode
or
of Death Battle
McGarth,
is
whatever her
sponsored
name
by
is.
HelloFresh.
I'm rooting for you, Cole.
HelloFresh is- With great power comes great responsibility, but not everybody's got an Uncle Ben to tell him that.
Alex Mercer woke up in hell. Manhattan Island was gripped by the horrific Black Light virus, transforming its citizens into terrifying monsters.
Alex had no memory.
Zombies.
He was a man without a past, and maybe
I Am
no
Legend
future,
zombies or
but
Resident
he did
Evil
have one
zombies?
thing.
The Black Light virus can rewrite your cells all the way down to your DNA, and somehow it granted Alex incredible superhuman abilities. He can infect anyone he
Resident Evil
touches with
zombies.
this virus, altering their biology at the molecular level in seconds, and giving him complete control over their actions.
So Alex pushed on, desperate to avenge himself and the city by finding whatever monster unleashed this nightmare and eat them. Yeah, he can consume people to give himself a power boost. He's like Kirby, if Kirby listened to Linkin Park.
This extra biomass gives him superhuman strength, a greater metabolic rate, increased reaction times, and even a regenerative healing factor. Essentially, Alex is
Not
an
gonna lie,
ever-evolving
low-key, I like
super
this
being,
dude.
the ultimate being.
Oh, like Shadow the Hedgehog.
By consuming victims, Alex also receives all their memories and experiences.
Always goes back to
including
Shadow.
Peter Randall, a 69-year-old man whose entire history Alex processed in just 11 seconds. Being able to condense that much information into that time frame means Alex can perceive events happening within 5 nanoseconds.
Which is about how long I was married to my second ex-wife.
Alex can shapeshift his body at will, creating disguises, increasing his muscle mass, and forming nearly unbreakable armor. And when he wants to kill
Okay,
someone,
I love this
he can
guy.
become his own
This shit's way
weapon,
too
turning
clean.
his limbs into claws and blades, or generating countless tendrils that give him unmatched control over his environment.
With these goopy powers, he came up with a bunch of Street Fighter moves, like the air dash, the cannonball, the bullet dive drum.
It's kinda like
and
Venom,
the
but without
Hunter
all the
Dirt Nap.
repercussions.
Pretty sure that was my third ex-wife's boyfriend's stripper name.
And after consuming enough people, Alex reaches critical mass and can unleash his evil slop in powerful ultimate attacks.
Like the Tendril Barrage Devastator. Oh, it's beautiful.
Despite being seen as the world's most wanted terrorist, fair, Alex used his powers to stop the spread of the
Probably
virus
is.
and end the city's nuclear devastation.
It was then he learned the truth. He wasn't Alex Mercer at all.
He was the Blacklight virus itself, which absorbed the
course
memories
he
and
was.
likeness of the real Alex Mercer, who was not only dead, but actually responsible for all of this in the first place. To decipher this, I recreated the Blacklight virus myself, the most dangerous... Oop,
Why is it empty?
he's right behind me, isn't he?
So the man Alex was hunting the whole time was himself. Dun dun dun.
That's right, Boomstick. Turns out Dr. Alex Mercer helped create the Blacklight virus, and when things didn't work out and he was about to die, he recklessly unleashed it upon the city.
What a petty SOB. What he didn't
Really?
know was that the virus would merge with his
What a
sentience and
dick.
memories and become a new Alex. How? Why? Don't question it, it's a nothing burger.
But is this mass of viral material that calls itself Alex actually human in any meaningful way?
The poor bastard sure tried to be. Too bad humans can be dicks, and everyone kept betraying him. Even the so-called love of his life, who shot him in the face. Whoa! So, Alex figured, obviously, humanity had to go.
Not just go, but be made better. Whatever goodness remaining with this Alex was left behind as he plotted to unleash a second Blacklight virus, recreating humanity into a super species in his own image. Great power became great terror.
Classic anime RPG villain stuff. And he was strong enough to do it. Alex can casually tear buildings apart, dodge supersonic tank shells, and even defeated the Supreme Hunter, who was tough enough to survive a nuclear blast that would have leveled Manhattan.
Based on the blast radius given in-game, that's
So he's Resident Evil meets
450
Venom.
kilotons of TNT.
Not gonna lie,
Speaking
he's
of nukes, Alex survived one.
really starting to
His
grow on
healing
me.
factor is off the chain, and after being blasted into paste, all he needed was the tiniest bit of himself to come back good as new.
His healing occurs at the cellular level, making him virtually impossible to kill so long as he keeps consuming.
But attempting to take over the world and kill millions of people pissed off a certain James Heller, a dude who had just had enough of his fucking weird, fucking rambling shit.
Who used the same virus powers to consume Alex once and for all.
Live by the Kirby symbiote, die by the Kirby symbiote. But was Alex just a virus after all? I mean, what's more human than the urge to conquer the world, drive its species to the slaughter, consume its raw genetic resources, and crown yourself king? Maybe the day Alex Mercer died was the day he truly became human.
Wow, that was intense.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, it was.
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time for a death battle!
I don't know who to root for anymore. I like Alex, but Cole honestly is probably a better person overall. I don't know who to root for. I honestly will probably be fine with either war who wins. I'm kind of just watching this for the entertainment factor.
I think I've still got room for dessert. Buddy, you are one sick freak.
You're kind of one to talk, dude. Honestly, with how adaptive Cole is, he still probably might win this.
What a nightmare. You don't know the half of it. world for the better.
Come on, Cole, get him.
I see here is you.
Hit him with the lightning. You discount Resident Evil villain? Come on, Cole, get him.
You don't want to give me your power. Fine, I'll just take it. Good idea.
Hit the light show.
This world sure isn't perfect, but it's a lot better without you in it, asshole.
Tell him, Cole.
Oh, now I know where that script was in the trash. I had to hear someone say awesome sauce.
Both opponents were incredibly versatile and deadly, and both could match each other's powers.
I knew
blow
Cole had
for
him.
blow.
They could each create weapons, amplify their strength, and fight at range.
But could Cole survive Alex's infection?
Yeah.
Well, Alex would usually need to weaken an opponent to get that trick to work. Even
Far as I
then,
can tell, he
the
could.
Sphere incident that created Cole's powers in the first place ripped apart everyone else down to the atomic level, and the Beast's attacks were capable of the same thing. Considering the Blacklight virus only works down to molecular DNA, it's reasonable to say Cole would be able to resist it.
Sure, Alex could have potentially consumed Cole's biomass to give himself an edge, but Cole could just do the same thing to Alex, absorbing his bioelectricity to power himself back up.
But nothing could challenge the gap in power. Everything
Yeah.
Alex survived could simply not match Cole's force fields, and especially not the power of the Beast. The blast the Beast created actually had a much wider radius than the one the Supreme Hunter could survive. To compete with these foes, this means Cole was simply far more powerful than Alex.
Speaking of the Beast, Cole's ability to disintegrate it at the atomic level meant that even Alex's crazy molecular regeneration couldn't stand up to Cole's might.
Just like how Cole could
Yep, I
overpower
figured as
Kessler
much.
despite his resistance to electricity, or how he resisted Sasha's mind control powers, which were eerily similar to the Blacklight virus.
But I bet you're wondering, what if Alex fought evil Cole instead? Well, it'd be even worse, because then Cole took the Beast's power for himself. That's good night for Angry Virus Boy.
Alex was a versatile, deadly opponent, but Cole's counters, speed,
trying to
and
rip the
raw
script.
power gave him the edge.
Alex got the Cole shoulder, just like this stupid script.
The winner is Cole McGrath.
Honestly, yes. This is
Thanks for
honestly
watching.
exactly what I needed
If you're a
after
Death
this
Metal member,
long,
we've got a
crazy
ballot
week.
going on right now where members
All right,
can
let's see who's
choose their
gonna be
matchup
fighting
for the
next week.
season. So click that join button and jump into our champions Discord.
Alright. Frieza? Megatron? It's Frieza versus Megatron? Oh my god! Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this. My god, Frieza versus Megatron. Honestly, I actually grew up watching the original Transformers anime cartoon series and everything, so I actually roughly know how strong Megatron is. He's definitely not a pushover, but that being said, Frieza's kind of a god buster. Like, there's very few people in anime that can even mess with Frieza low-key. There's the Gods of Destruction, and probably another few anime characters that go into that god tier range. I really don't know at the moment. I can't think straight right now. That just threw me through such a loop. My god, Megatron versus freaking Frieza. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I don't think it's a good matchup, but I'm gonna look up some stuff about Megatron before I say anything, because honestly, these matchups are getting better. Low-key, they still have their flaws. Like, Cole McGrath was clearly so much overpowered compared to Alex Mercer. On top of that, like 2 weeks ago with Bill Cipher versus Discord, I didn't even stop and think about this until like I was done watching the fight. But I'm not even sure Bill Cipher's ability should have even affected Discord. Like, Discord is a unicorn, and one of Bill Cipher's only weaknesses is unicorn hair. True, they said it had to be in a circle or whatever, and like in a special like protection seal or whatever. But that being said, I'm pretty sure Bill Cipher just can't affect unicorns and gravity falls. So that should like translate to he can't affect Discord too, right? Because he's again still a unicorn despite the fact that he doesn't look at all like a unicorn. But that's just me personally. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know down in the comment section below. But anyway, guys, I'm rambling on here. Thank you so much for watching this video with me. Tune in 2 weeks from now. I'm definitely going to be reacting to Megatron versus Frieza. I cannot wait. Like, comment, subscribe for more reaction videos just like this one. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Have an awesome day. Take it easy.